Hey everybody, welcome. It is Sunday evening. You know what that means. That means that we're about to get into some of this like Clockwork, a Dungeons and Dragons campaign set in my homebrew world of Caliphus, which has an accompanying graphic series that we're writing. So, you know, here to have fun, have a good time, and get things going. We left off with on a pretty big cliffhanger, so we're pretty excited to get back into that. But before we do so, do we have any announcements from the cast?
Happy Mother's Day!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy
There is no other.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day to Alex.
Happy Mother's Day, Alex.
Yes, I pushed 2 children out of my vagina. That makes me a mother.
That
Yeah. That's a fucking accomplishment. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Cheslin, I have a request for Mother's Day. If you could post the Mr. T Treat Your Mother Right music video. It's kind of the most amazing Mother's Day gift to everyone ever.
I'm just still baffled, Alex. You know, this is the reason that we're talking about. Do we keep the channel as without the mature tag on it, or?
I don't know. I told my kids that this morning. You're welcome. So.
I mean, technically, it's not wrong, and it's educational.
It's actually very correct.
Very correct.
True that.
Very, very, very correct.
So happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you, Alex. Also, I think Leah says she has an announcement to make.
Yeah, this is like so far away from the topic of Mother's Day. Sorry to take us off this tangent. So I'm currently running for Maximum Cover Girl competition, and it's on my Instagram. I'm #1 right now for the face of the magazine, but we're in top 5. And there's a countdown. I think today is like 2 for 1 votes. So anyways, if you happen to stumble across my Instagram page, it is Sayuri Blaze, and that's my other name, but Leah is more American. So if you want to stop by the page and vote, you can, but just letting you guys know, I'm like this close, I think this weekend and next weekend, and then it's over. So, and these other girls are like, every day they're trying to push me out of this top spot, which is great. I love competition. So just letting you guys know.
So
did you tell them you'll murder them with magic? If they...
That's probably why I'm winning. I hex everyone else. Just kidding.
Are we playing with America's Next Top Model?
Basically, yeah.
This is Maxim is something else. it's a different vein, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't say somewhere though, right?
But,
awesome. That's so cool, Leah. Can you drop a link?
Yeah, just put it in the chat, and we can transfer it over, or however you want to do it.
Text it to me, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
How many times a day can we vote?
There's a free vote on Facebook, as I think it's daily, and then there's also a vote. It's called a Warrior Vote, and you can vote, and it actually donates the money to homes for veterans that don't have housing, which is
awesome.
very close to my heart. I won't say why, but that's why I'm doing it. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Right. Well, that sounds good. All right, awesome, amazing. Super happy for you. I mean, it must feel good just to be in the top spot now. So
I have no idea how I got there.
We have an idea, but
we do.
So.
No idea.
All right. Well, we can't top that in the show, but
Alex topped it.
What we can do is get on into this game and see if we can actually maybe see what happens with this sparkle dart that Shayloon reflexively cast at the slow clapper. So with that, hey everybody, it's time. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Since we left off with Shaylun, let's get a really quick recap. You don't have to go all the way back into the weeds, but a really quick recap from Sarah, which is just my way of buying time to roll initiative dice for bad guys.
I can talk very slowly if you like.
You don't need to talk slowly. There's not that many bad guys.
Well, what happened? We were so at the start of last episode, Panabon, Aegis, and Perunia were trapped in a cage that had fallen down because obviously Panabon's fault. And so once we figured out how to get out of there, we moved on through a door. We fought some big stone things that had a key. And for some reason, they didn't like when we took their key and started attacking us. The party was split in their decision to run or fight. So that wasn't fun. But then we moved on into a very big room with a very big, scary statue that was the dude whose statue it was memorializing is the guy from Leah's or Rosalia's vision, who was stealing people's power, whatever that means. So we read the little panel, and Perunia found a cavity in its chest that housed bones, and Panabon climbed up there and found a arm with a glove on it, and the glove is all pristine despite it being here for centuries. And as Panabon was playing with the glove, there was someone doing a slow clap behind us, and only evil people do slow claps. So I
might have yelled like, "We found it," and Panabon might have been waving around the glove with the arm on it.
Yeah, so Shay cast Sparkle Darts because she's been attacked by things that sneak up on her and has trust issues. So, and no one good slow claps. So
you forgot that it was Claude. It's not just a glove; it's a Claude glove, which is slightly off kilter.
Which makes it German. And
which makes it German.
Well, Claude is German. Name Claude is a German.
All right, thank you guys. I don't want to play tonight anymore.
All right. Well, you did it. So here we go. Thank you very much for that recap. We are going to get into this first. I need everybody to roll their initiatives while I explain what happens here, and then we'll get into it. This counts as the surprise round, where no one gets to act because they have the surprise condition, as they are all surprised that Shaylun would just immediately blast Sparkle Darts. All right.
I don't think Panabon would be surprised.
I'm not surprised, I'm proud, which is different, but it also stuns me in my pride.
Yes.
Fair.
It's like halfway waving with the arm, and it's like...
It's the most important thing I've ever done.
Arm? Like, can you do a one-handed clap with the claw glove or something like that?
If you did a slow clap, yes. So, with that, Shaylun turns quickly and sends the magic spiraling, and 3 of these magical bolts spiral around each other, streaking towards the source of this voice. And as it does, you can see from the light of the magic the face of Uzenda as he's standing on the edge of this of the fountain, the dried up fountain, where he had climbed up to get a vantage point, I guess, to see you guys. And you can't really see his expression. You're pretty sure it's something like this, but hard to say. That said, he does throw up an arm, and as he does so, a field of scintillating colors appears in front of him, and the 3 bolts smash into it, and then he drops his arm and snarls.
What a dick.
Nope, don't like that.
So I would like for everyone to kind of take note that this map is purposely made with all these cracks and places. So if you're in a place that looks like it's low and is undercover, it probably is. Just ask me how much cover it's providing. So broken pots, columns, this really big crack in the swimming pool area if you want to get behind the statue. But all of it is cover. Cover is an important facet in this particular version of Dungeons and Dragons because firearms are a thing. So, generally you have like a few bad guys that might have bows and arrows or crossbows, but mostly it's all hand-to-hand fighting and everyone runs up on each other. But in this, there's going to be a lot more guns. So with that, we're going to...
Before, can I ask, who has light? Because we did this last week, and I know I gave somebody a candle, but I don't actually know what I can see. So I'm not sure where the ambient light is in the room.
And
you gave it to me, but I was also then drop kicking a statue, so I would have probably handed it to somebody else. So I'm going to guess Locke.
Even if the candle is on the floor, it provides enough ambient light for dark vision to work throughout this entire room.
And if you don't have dark vision.
That said, your dark vision has a range. So in order to see beyond the light, which the light probably covers maybe 15 to 20 feet of bright, and then twice that in dim. Once you're outside of that, you will be in the dark, and that's where your dark vision starts. So if you're at the candle gives you 30 feet of light, and then you can see another 60 feet from there. Does that make sense?
By the way, anytime we've been going anywhere dark, I have my necklace that has light built into it. So usually for the humans that can't seem to see very well, I usually turn it on for them. But also, yes, that makes me visible too. But hey.
Yeah.
Does Zuzenda have any light sources by them? So if I was to make a mad dash over there, would I be able to see them when I got there?
You don't really see after like the lights that went and then the shield and all the crash of the magic. It is dark to you. You can vaguely make out maybe some movement or something, but yeah, you can't. It's hard for you to see. And this is going to be problematic too, because it means that you have disadvantage on any attack rolls you make when you can't see. And as long as they also can see you, they will get advantage on theirs. So if they have dark vision, that could be troubling.
Okay.
All right. So now that we know, here we go. We start with some movement. As we get into a new round of combat. Make sure our movement is the same. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Danny, are the Soundstone Warriors the ones from outside? Is that who they are?
Yes, when you see them, that is what they are. Okay, so that was that, and then he is going to make an attack. And the person he's going to attack is actually going to be a Shayloon because you shot magic. So he's concerned about that. That said, you have cover because of what's between you and him. So he's going to have a -2 to this shot. It's light cover.
That the fountain?
Oh, one moment. And the range might impose disadvantage. Let me double check. The range imposes disadvantage.
Ooh.
So disadvantage and -2, but he is going to make an attack.
Spend your spells.
All right. The bullet whizzes past you. You hear the report of gunfire, and you get a sense that that's what you're up against at this point.
He tried to shoot me.
That is true. All right. Next up.
Go into the cave, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Do not stop with me.
All right. Taking aim, so that negates the disadvantage for the range. And fire. Shayloon, you are hit in the shoulder. It spins you slightly as you take 11 points of damage.
Oh shit, guys.
Bullets,
Trouble.
bullets bad. It is your turn.
I've never been shot in D&D before. This is scary.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah. Shay screams and begins to panic. She is going to run for cover 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back behind this pillar.
Where did...
in entire honesty, this entire campaign, nothing has attacked her since the prelude.
Since the prelude.
So, and being shot on top of that, which like the only place she's really like come in close contact with a gun is from Lox, who's a friend. So that, and someone she really admires. So like, she's having feelings, and I honestly think that would cost her her action at this point, with what she's going through.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, but it's Shay.
Okay. Well, if there are bad guys, that means Prunia needs to get up there because I do not have a gun. I make a note to myself that maybe I should get a gun. While I think that I take my full action to do a dash to get up there, and I'm going to try to end my turn where I have some sense of cover. So I'm going to go ahead and start. So that would be 60 feet then, right? If 30 is my...
60 feet total, and remember, whenever you're crossing over a crack or something that looks like it should be difficult terrain, that's double movement.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40. All right, let's say that's double. All right, 45, 50. Okay, so probably at the edge of this, I don't know what this thing is. Danny, is this a pillar that goes up?
So this is a wall. So if you're standing, it provides light cover. If you are crouched, it provides good cover. And if you decide to go prone, they can't shoot you.
I'm gonna crouch because if I go prone, it'll take me a full turn to get up, right? So
it takes half of a movement to get up, so 15 feet of your movement. Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna crouch and hold.
Okay. All right. So that's Perunia. All right. So what does Uzenda do? He was all set to soliloquy, and then you guys. Well,
Fuck that.
He doesn't want to get shot, so he's going to cast Mirror Image. So that's the first thing he's going to do. So let me go ahead and add Mirror Image to him real quick. Okay. And then he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he has moved back because he does not want to die. Lox.
All right. Let's see. I am very far and I cannot hit him. So I am going to how do I draw again? Like just to see how far I can go?
You can, so if you just control click on the target, then it'll give you a distance.
I just want to see how far from where I am.
That is a right click, and then you go to the 11 o'clock where your pointers are, and then you choose the arrow pointer, and then click where you start, and then click where you want to, and then you can just hover it around.
Okay.
And then if you right click, you'll cancel.
So pointers, draw. Sorry about this.
You're all
25.
good.
Yeah, 70. I can probably get here. I'm gonna dash as well, and then you said right click to make it go away.
Well, if you lay it down, you've got to
Got it.
delete it through the thing.
Remove it.
Yeah.
I see. So I am going to from here dash. So I believe that is 60 for me. Let me see. Yeah.
Yep.
To these pots, like right behind these pots, and crouch down. So that's my action, my movement, and then for my bonus action, I am going to let's see from here. How far are we? Draw arrow. I'll start. I want to shoot Uzinda, but he has like 3 of them with him now. So
And this fountain is really in the way. Like super
got it. Yeah. Okay. I will in my turn here, getting ready to shoot next turn. Cool.
Real quick before you end your turn.
Yep.
Normally, when you have put a hex on something, the wording is when that creature dies, that's when you can move your hex, right? So you left a creature alive that had your hex on it. However, you get the sense that you can move your hex. It takes a bonus action to do so.
Okay. So then I will move my hex onto someone.
So go ahead and target who you want, and then you put it on them. So
will do. All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to see who I want to shoot Uzinda, but I can't. So I'm gonna put it on this guy, Sand Warrior, whatever. 13, and then hit my hex. Boom, boom. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Here you go. I'm gonna select him for you.
Yeah.
There you go. He's selected now. You can hit the second one only. You don't hit the. No, you hit the first one only. I'm sorry. I have it backwards. Panabon, you're up as that's happening.
Okay. I'm hearing Shaylun scream, and that's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm actually going to run over to Shaylun and give Shaylun some stuff. If I can. Can I do that? I don't know if
you
I can.
That is absolutely something you can try to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get next to her, but you can't get behind cover without dashing.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about cover right now. So I go, okay, hi, Shaylun. Screaming is not ideal. I'm gonna help you to lay a trap. You remember laying a trap like what I told you about with the thing in the stairs with the ball bearings? I'm gonna give you some ball bearings, and I have some oil here. And so if someone gets too close, it shouldn't be. And magic's not your friend. Like it's gonna be stuff that that you can use to make it so that they stumble and fall. So I have some oil here, and I have I'll give you some ball bearings, like 25 of them, and you can and here for the shoulder, I'll give you one of my old masks for that. So if you feel like you start like hurting or something, you can use that. So yeah, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Panabon talks really fast, by the way. So the 2 sandstone kind of statues, they're ambling up. They don't seem to move as fast as you can, and they're also having to climb over some of this stuff over here, and then as well as get down in this part over here. So they are moving up to you. That said, it is Rosalia's turn.
When I pull my shields, are they a shield that I hold, or do they just surround me?
If you create a shield like that, it is a shield that you are that you're holding almost as a weapon. And then if you cast so there's a couple of things you can do. If you cast your Armor of Agathis, that creates like a shield of chill energy around you. But then that will be all of your leveled spells you can cast. You can still do Green Flame Blade. You can always throw your Feather Blades. Cantrips you can always do. but that'll clear. You only can cast 2 other spells a day. So you've cast 1 with your hex. If you so your spell options here are Armor of Agathis, which is okay. Darkness, which no one can see through, into, or out of the darkness except you. And then Mirror Image to create versions of yourself that can confuse people and to hit them instead. The darkness will provide you advantage to hit things and disadvantage for them to hit you, except for probably the statues because they don't have eyes.
So, as an action, I want to jump on top of the pillar that's the closest to Locks for oversight. And from there, I either want to launch my bow and arrow to shoot at the statues, but they're statues, so I might just do the mirror image. I'm not sure which one I want to do.
So your anything that you do to attack is magic all the time because you don't you're not using like a regular weapon. You're calling it forth from the Fae. So so pretty much unless like something's really really immune to magic stuff, you're probably going to do damage. So with that though, you want to move up. I'm going to say that this pillar right here is one that you can kind of get up into. So it's this pillar right here. You can kind of get on. The rest of them go to the ceiling, but this one's broken, so it's fallen a little bit. It'll provide you with partial cover while you're up there, and it will you'll have to use your Misty Step.
Do that.
All right. So movement, Misty Step, and now if you want to make an attack, you can.
So, what's hit my pack weapon?
Yep. Let me make sure. I'm just going to start putting in all the different kinds of pack weapons that you are going to have. So yeah, go ahead. It's the first one.
Oh, is that 2?
That is not going to hit, unfortunately. But you do have your perch. You're up there, and you'll be prepared for the next round there as Aegis. Dun 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 dun.
I believe with a dash, I can make it all the way over here. Boop. And that's about 40 something.
Sure.
That's all I'm going to do for this turn because I'm too far to do anything.
Okay. Sounds good. Behind. So. Well, I mean, you know what, Alex, when you say you need to get yourself a firearm, just, you can just kind of keep in mind that if you win this, you'll get a firearm.
Hey, that's a great yes. Prunia thinks that to herself. And she's like, yeah, that's inspired. I love it.
In case you needed more
motivation.
Motivation to do that. So, all right. So this guy's going to shoot at Lox as Lox is running up. Now the range here is not long range, but you do have pretty good cover because you're behind the pots and you're a little bit lower. So here goes. Ooh, that was very much a miss.
Very happy about it.
Part of the pot above you just like chips away and pieces go flying. You kind of have to turn your head a little bit, but you're fine. As the next one is going to fire not at Shay because Shay obviously has hidden, but has tracked a new target. Perunia. But Perunia's crouched down right now, so go ahead and hit that button. But still hits. And Perunia gets shot for 9 points of damage as she takes a grazing wound. But sort of adding up with the other grazing wounds that you've taken. And Shayloon.
All right, so that guy's 45 feet. Can't tell with that guy.
So that's you're measuring from Aegis.
What?
You're measuring from Aegis. You're down here.
Oh, oops. He.
I will channel my magic through Aegis.
We just look so similar.
Yes.
All right, so I'm 100 feet from that guy. 125. Okay. Good to know. That's scary. Honestly, like, so when Panabon comes over, like, Shay's just like bawling. She's got tears coming down her cheeks and everything. And but like something about like seeing them and like remembering that this is how we live and what we do and everything, she like swallows and like winces because the pain in her shoulder. But if there's one thing that the two of them have been, it's survivors.
This is our life now.
This is our life. So she is going to use her movement to get back here and get a little bit closer. So kind of she takes the stuff from Panabon, nods, and then just darts back around the pillar and behind the next one, where I can then see how far I am. So I have to click this and delete it. Right?
It's remove pointer. So you go back like you're going to create it, and then there's a remove.
Gotcha.
So with the diagonal movement, that is 25, not 30. So you're good.
Okay. And I just closed my map. So give me 1 second. I don't know how I did it.
You can double click your token. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Zoom back out. And now I am pointers. Draw arrow. All right. Now I'm 70 feet. Just out of range. That's poopy. Well, I'm going to hold action for if one gets in within range. I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay. So if one of them gets within range to cast Frostbite, you will do so 60 feet. Uzenda, now that, oh no, it's Perun's turn.
Yes.
Uzenda. Go ahead.
And I am going to run up and attack the sandstone guard number 23.
Okie dokie.
If I can target them correctly.
Yeah. Should just be able to control click on that there icon.
I mean, I am. Did it
there
work?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
One way you can tell is if as you're hovering over them, you generally will see, or hover over yourself, you'll see a number pop up, which is the range. So.
And 15s are misses. Good to know. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, you actually hit alongside of it, but it's made of stone. So, all right, this guy over here, he is obviously magic because he did a thing, and he is going to 90 feet. Let's see here. Where can this go down? Okay.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
It's a thing, yeah. Here we go. He utters a few very dark, sibilant words, and you see... Where'd it go? You see a red light appear as a creature seems to crawl out from the floor. It is absolutely hideous. You can smell it almost immediately, the smell that is coming off of this thing. It looks like a person who has died and is liquefying in front of you, like putrefaction and just rotting in front of you, but is not rotting away, just continues to just rot right there. And that is his turn.
Sorry, you said right there. Where?
Yeah,
Where? 'Cause-
where's there?
Oh, right.
And is the mirror image doing that, or it's something the mirror image created?
Right there. Oh no, a mirror image. He cast that spell, so it is a thing. And
So that means we can tell which one he is now because I can see him.
all of them do the stuff. Like they're mirror images. So
ignoring.
Yeah.
So just mirror image, you attack and then you roll a die to see which one of those
to
you
see
attack.
which one of the mirrors you hit. Yeah, and then when you hit one that's not them, that one poofs away. And so yeah. So like if you look on our turn counter, it says Uzenda mirror image 1086. So when you so the first one is a 6, and then afterwards, if they roll a 6 or better, then it hits the mirror image, and then that one goes away. So all right. We seem to have gotten a crit for Shaylin from Flint. All right. I
think you forgot the flirty part of that.
Flirty Flint. So yes, that is
Thanks,
not the
honey.
button.
Merci.
That is also not the button. Why is this not doing what it's supposed to do?
Broken. I guess it's dead.
Yeah. Okay. I guess Shaylin doesn't get her gold gift.
Oh
She
no, I want
definitely does. She
I want the
definitely does.
putrid spirit.
There it goes.
to be
There it
dead.
goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
There it goes. It worked.
There's paper.
All right. And it now that it is there, it's God, it's ooh, yuck. It just like over to Locks.
Nope. Don't like that.
Uh-uh.
Thank goodness we all got inspirations.
It swipes at Locks, but unfortunately for Locks, there's all these cracks and stuff, so it kind of stumbles around and it doesn't really have a good purchase. Lachlan, it is your turn. However, because you are starting within 5 feet of this thing,
Yep.
you have to make a Constitution saving throw. So let's see. Did that set it up properly in here? Nope. So make a Constitution saving throw, or you're going to be poisoned until the start of your next turn.
Ooh.
Only if he doesn't roll the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm poisoned.
yes.
Wait. Can you use your inspiration to reroll?
Not after. Oh yeah.
No, I haven't said whether the 4 is enough or not yet, right?
Yes, I will re-roll.
Okay.
I will use one of my 3 inspirations that I have.
Okay. Well, you have 2 inspirations and a gold.
Yeah, but I also everyone got an inspiration from Tesla.
Everyone just got one from Tesla.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tesla.
Yeah.
Thank you. We need it.
Yep. Okay, so here is one of those. Oh my god.
Change the color of your die.
That was the way it was supposed to be, I guess.
No, I feel like Fantasy Grounds hates me. Every time I play this game on Fantasy Grounds, I roll trash, but it's cool. All right, so I'm poisoned. It's fine.
It's just a turn. You know, it's not.
I mean, it's not good, but I will change the color of my die though
I mean, basically, what's going on is that it smells so bad that you're distracted from whatever else you're doing. So that is that's why. So
All right.
cool. But it is your turn.
Right. Okay, so let's see. I mean, I'm gonna shoot the putrid spirit that's next to me because it's right in front of me, and it's gonna attack me all the time anyway.
All right. So keep in mind that when you make a ranged attack against something
Yep.
that's right there,
Yeah. I just don't want to keep starting my turn in this. I'm not gonna be able. Like, it's just gonna beat me up. I could. Disengage is an action, right?
Disengage is an action.
Yeah. That is stupid.
Teslin gives Lox a successful hit.
Well, there you go. I will successfully hit that putrid spirit.
Okay. So with that, go ahead and make your damage roll.
Yeah. Thank you. It is. I'm not excited about this monster or this fight. That's sucky. All right. So damage roll is damage. Oh my god, I hate this game. No, I don't. But
Okay, Panabon, so you run to the sepulchral chest.
Sepulchral chest. And I'm want to grab a whole bunch of the bones out of the sepulchral chest.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
you grab some bones.
Yep. And then I want to move as close to the pillars on the opposite side of Shay as I can get, which is probably not far. Yeah. So now I have the bones. Now I just want to move so I'm closer, but I have cover. So ideally behind the pillar, the opposite side of the room that Shaylun is on.
So this means you're taking your action to dash.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get that far.
That'll have to do.
Yep.
Okay. And I have the bones, so I'm ready to party.
You're ready to do whatever it is you're gonna do with those bones.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's a good idea, I promise.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, just.
I have a question, by the way. I was holding action for something to get within 60 feet of me, and now the putrid thing is.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely at any time use your reaction to fire that chill freeze. 100%.
Chill freeze is happening, so I'm going to select this bro and then have it roll a con save.
It fails.
Nice.
Awesome. And then
It's
I'm going to roll
cold, bro.
damage.
Cracking open a cold one with the bros.
All right.
And on a failed save, it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack, but it probably doesn't have a weapon, so.
Its weapon is itself.
See, it's a good thing you waited until after it made an attack that missed, and now next time it makes an attack, it has disadvantage.
Oh, yay!
This is completely tactical thinking by Shaylun, actually. Okay, so
sounds like
that is that, and then this one, this next sandstone warrior raises its scimitar to attack Perunia, and it hacks at you in the same vein as a 50s era claymation, Jason and the Argonauts style.
Yeah.
But you are more modern than that, so it misses. Rosalia, from your perch, what would you like to do?
I think the best thing for me to do, I was going to use my barbs, but I have to rest after I do that. So I think I'm going to use my green flame blade so I can do a hit on multiple attackers.
So you'll need them to be close to each other.
Okay.
And you'll also need to be close to them to use it, which
maybe not that.
Giving up your advantage of height right now. String of barbs, you don't have to rest right after. You just can't do it again until you rest.
Okay. Let me try out string of barbs.
Okay, so choose a target. It could be you're because you know that the constructs are kind of mindless. You know it isn't going to work on them. Uzenda, being as smart as he is, it could work on him, but he is more likely to ignore it. And then the sand scourges, it should work on them, but there is the slight chance that because you guys know that they're really weird, and so you guys aren't sure what's up with that. But other than that, you don't see why it wouldn't work on them.
Well, I really want something that just it's like one hit, one kill. However, since I haven't done the string of barbs, I'll try it out on the nearest sandstone ward, which is next to Locks, just to see what happens.
The creature next to Locks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check something on that. Okay. So with that, you are going to begin issuing so you're going to start with the first one. So basically this is you calling it out somehow. And on your character sheet, where it has string of barbs, you're going to click, you're going to expand it with the magnifying glass, and then you're going to see there's a button next to that says save.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to click that. Okay, so it fails its save. So you say something to it that causes it damage. String of barbs is basically, for everybody at home, it is vicious mockery. However, it has a couple of advantages, and so it's going to do the damage, which is so now hit the blood button, the blood drop button. You do the damage. Now hit the effect button next, because that's going to give it disadvantage again on its next attack roll, which it kind of already has, but that's okay. And then the last one, hit that.
Heal?
The heal button, yes. So every time you do this, it's going to steal your resolve, and you get the 4 temporary hit points. Temporary hit points are not real hit points. They're not healing you really. They're just giving you like a bolster. So like if something else hits you in the meantime, it takes from that 4 first and then from your hit points. So the trick here is that as long as you keep stringing these together, every turn, you'll get that 4 temporary hit points. So like you could get hit by something, but then like call it out again and then get hit by something. And as long as it's not doing a lot of damage, it's not hurting you. And meanwhile, you're talking shit to it to death.
That's fine.
So, all right.
Okay.
Next up, and I think I'm going to make another change to that. That'll probably make it really strong, but we'll try it out next time. All right, so you've done that. That was your action. As a bonus action, you also feel like your hex can be moved.
So I can move my hex to a target.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna hit. Well, I'm already trained on Uzenda, so I guess I'll hit Uzenda. I mean, I want to hit the sandstone that's closest to me.
So remember, so if you just kill whatever you're killing, eventually, like once it's dead, you can keep moving your hex again and again. So if you're focused right now on this thing that is with Locks, then you can put it on it, and then once you kill it, then you can move it to the sandstone thing.
Okay, so then I'm gonna put a hex on the thing that's closest to Locks.
Okay, so go ahead and hit that first button under your hex. Let me make sure I have you both set up the same. That's why I have you both set up differently. So for one of you, it's the first button, and for the other of you, it's the second button. That makes sense.
We're each unique in our own ways.
Yes, I'm going to fix that now. So 1 second. It will be the first one, but let me fix this real quick. Silly.
Are those goggles on your hat, Randy?
Yeah. My hair is really bad, or I would take them off and put them on my face. But like, yeah, I'm not taking the hat off today.
It's all good. I understand.
But we need the realism of you in your aiming mode, so the goggles probably have to be on your eyes, right?
I mean, it's real dark in here. Unless the goggles have light, are they gonna help?
Yeah, I have bad vision already. I feel like the goggles are doing not helping here.
Okay, for Rosalia, hit that first one again. The first one, not the second one. I fixed it so that it is properly set up so that you are, yes, there it goes, fixed. Awesome. Aegis, you're up.
Okay. So I move here, and this is a vase that's like partial cover, right?
Yes, it's a broken pottery, and it's like the floor is a little lower where you're at, so.
Okay. I make contact. I make eye contact with Locks briefly, and I say, flatulent demon. And I panic. So standing there for a second, and I'm like looking around frantically, and it's that meme that John mentioned before with the math going, but all the math is always wrong in my head, just wrong. And I say, help. And my eyes go white. And in my mind, I can picture my shield, and it's spinning slowly in place. And all of a sudden, it freezes with the symbol of Nipoe facing me, and a light flashes again. And I cast Aid on Lox and Perunia. So now your health totals go up by 5, and you also gain 5 life to take that spot. That's
Awesome.
permanent until the duration is over.
Choose up to 3 creatures within range.
I can't read. Myself. Oh,
you are a creature. You are a creature in range. Yes.
Physician, heal thyself.
Yeah, on myself.
Maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration. Yeah. Okay.
And that's not.
I see. I see what's going on. The effect is that it's just giving you 5 temporary hit points, but
temporary, permanent. They can be healed.
Yeah, they can be healed. So go ahead and I should probably add an effect to that, just as a note. But we'll do that if it comes to it. If you heal somebody in the midst of them getting to their max hit points, we'll address it here. But
how do I target multiple?
You just control click and then control click the next one and then control click yourself. And as long as you're not hitting them twice, it will target them properly.
The source is Locks on my screen.
No, so just control click Lox's token. Oh, because yeah, there you go.
I got it now, yeah.
And then yourself. Yep, you got yourself. So you're all set. If you click someone else's token, if it's me, I know that if I click someone else's token, it takes me off of whatever I was on before, and then I'm targeting from their perspective. But I don't think you should be able to do that. I don't think that you are able to target 4 blocks. Okay, so
and then heal. Whoop.
Yep. There you go.
Did everybody get it? Okay. Cool.
Yep, everybody got it.
Yeah, I think that worked.
Okay, so this fella here has heard some strange epithets about smelly creatures and is going to attack Rosalia instead of Lachlan. Now Rosalia has some cover, so that's going to be a -2, and he fires. Missing. As chunks of stone kind of behind your head, Rosalia, kind of get smashed into powder, you realize this other guy is shooting at you. And then this fella is going to, seeing that bright light, he is going to actually try to shoot at Aegis. But Aegis has good cover. But he is going to take aim and really try to ping you. I don't know if he can. We'll see.
ASMR DDR.
Okay.
He doesn't, but yeah. So that bullet goes kind of whizzing into that pot in front of you, Shayloon.
All right. So as I'm peeking around the pillar and seeing everything that's happened, I just attacked that spirit. And I'm flipping through the pages of my spell book looking for what I'm going to cast next, and the blood from my shoulder is dripping onto the pages. I feel a little tap at my heel, and I look down and see that Minya is kind of bumping into me, like checking in on me and like worried. So like I'm about to like wave her off, like I'm okay, and then I have a thought. If I were to die, Minya would depart, because Minya is a magic being. So as I look around the room quickly around me, it dawns on me that like the putrid spirit is a magic being. The sandstone creatures are probably magic beings. I'm not sure about the sand scourges, but it kind of hits me that I should be focusing on the cause of all this. So I look across the room at Yuzinda, and are there still the two mirror images, or did someone take care of them?
There's still 3. No one has hit him.
All right, so we're gonna stop that bullshit and cast sparkle darts on 1 dart per each of them.
So you're gonna cast sparkle darts on him, and then they're going to hit randomly, maybe him or maybe not him. So
1 for each of them, yes, because I don't know which one, so I'm just going to target all 3. Like,
well, you're targeting him. So what I'm saying is, there's a chance. It's a really low one. There's a chance that all 3 could actually hit him.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine, because I'm just trying to get rid of the mirror images. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I get it. So the point is like you don't know which one's a mirror image and which one's not. So you can't target specifically a specific one, right? Because even if you did, there's a chance that is not the mirror, or there's a chance it is a mirror. So so you're firing at him. You're targeting.
Okay, I was just thinking of it as like in sparkle darts, I can target 3 targets. So if I target 1, 2, and 3, then one of them is going to hit the right one, and the other 2 are going to disappear. Is my thought, but whatever, however you want to narrate it.
It could very well do that. It probably will do that. I'm just saying that.
And they're not 3 separate targets.
It's one target. Yeah, it's one target.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
all right. So let's you
do that. So you do. It is a great plan. It's a great
I'm just
plan.
thinking about if I want to move first. So give me 1 second.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, standing close to Aegis isn't a bad idea. So I'm going to go ahead and move first. I'm already within range of Yuzinda, but I'm going to get a little closer so I don't get too far from the party.
Okay.
And then sparkle darts that bitch again. Or
all right.
Yeah. Let's just do it.
So what I would like you to do is do sparkle darts once, as the magic again flies his way. No, wait, what's he gonna do? No,
yeah, he's gonna burn a shield.
Yeah, he's gonna burn a shield. So he sees the things coming, and all of them do that thing again with the scintillating colors, and the sparkle darts just smash against it, and all images remain.
They all get it? That's dumb.
They're not different things from him, right?
Yeah.
So it's just him. But
I mean, I got him to waste another spell, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He did have to use a 1st level spell for that. And Prunya's turn.
All right. So like I've got this guy in front of me. There's bad guys behind me, bad guys in front of me. So like if the party was up further, I could probably run up, but in this case I don't want to go too far ahead of everybody else. So I'm just going to hit the one in front of me again. So here we go.
You do so.
Okay.
All right. You hit it. You do note that like it actually takes that hit. So whereas the ones that you were fighting before, the more granite ones, you didn't feel like your sword was doing as much. But these, I guess, being made of sandstone, your blade actually can carve through them a little bit better. So that's a plus.
That's a
You
sigh
feel
of
like,
relief. Whew.
yeah, you feel like your last hit, maybe you just weren't like, you're like too concerned maybe, and then you might have pulled it or something, but it actually works really well. Okay, here comes this guy. He's gonna try to hit Lox again, but the putrid spirit is now very self-aware of how it smells, because Rosalia told it so, and because it's fey magic, it worked, and so it's going to it makes like a half-hearted swing at Lachlan, but it still hits. For a lot of damage. Happily, some of that was mitigated by the aid that you had received. Unfortunately, it does cost your concentration on your hex.
All right.
And Uzenda is going to... Can't do that. Can't do that or that or that or that. Range. Properly set. Yep. He hisses and points at Shayloon, who has good cover, really good cover. And a spectral skeletal hand streaks out from his location, passing by the sandstone, a warrior, passing by Perunia, and reaching up to Shayloon in an attempt to touch.
I have a thing with severed hands, okay?
They're coming.
No!
Yes, it does hit you. And let me double check this real quick. All right. You feel this chill, this shudder, like it's that sense that, like, you know, that people say, I feel like someone walked over my grave, that old idiom. That's what you feel as that hand, and then it's like clinging onto you in a way that is very unnerving. It's not causing an additional damage, but it is the effect of you cannot heal until after your next turn.
It makes me like swallow and like feel that hand around my throat that had happened once before, and I just really don't like it.
Yes.
Also, like seeing Uzenda send something at me, like I feel like we make that eye contact and I know he knows what I'm doing. I can use a free action to talk, right?
You can, as Lox makes a Constitution save, and then whatever attack that Lox wants to make.
Okay, as he's doing that, again, feeling that memory of a hand around my throat, I kind of cough and gasp out, but I go, hit Uzenda!
We hates him. Okay, that is not going to save, so you're going to get, again, the disadvantage on... You're still poisoned, basically.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and hit that again.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to yeah. I mean, I'm going to have disadvantage regardless, because he's also in my face.
Unless you take aim.
Unless I take aim, which
negates.
Yeah. I will take aim. I will. Yeah, I'll do that.
I want you to hit
So
this. I want you to hit so bad on this one because in my
yeah,
head I see you putting the barrel to its like forehead.
yep, and just trying to blow it away, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The way I've rolled all night, not gonna happen, but we shall see.
It's gonna
Uh,
happen.
Okay. No, I believe. I changed the dice. You know, they're good now. So, let's do it. Whoa! Why did it roll like 20 times?
Oh, because it rolled against
Why did
you,
it
against
attack
Aegis,
me?
against so uh, so it,
It's just my magic is just so powerful. It just attacked everyone by accident. No,
and
no, I
and
did not.
and look and look at where the hits and misses are. We're
You're
taking
just pitying us. It's cool.
so when there's a tech thing like that, we take the first roll. So you're going to hit, but before you
Yeah,
roll your damage, let's
I'm
go
not
ahead and
pressing it yet.
untarget the ones who
I did not target them, so yes, Aegis can target for me. We have learned.
that must be what happened. All right,
so let me
go ahead and roll the
Funny.
untarget you, and then there you go. Got it.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So, oh my god, I hate this.
So the magic just like hits, and you see the head almost split apart. Chunks of like icy rot, like black icy rot, just like go flying off as well. And then it just kind of like looks back at you, and its head starts to reform in this sort of putrid, disgusting manner. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. And see everybody back in 10 minutes to continue on with Panabon's turn. So we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back from our break, and it is Panabon's turn to make something happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Woohoo! Good times, not terrifying at all. So I think it's 30 feet to this pillar over here, right? Maybe the little doodad go. I used a pointer earlier. Come on, give me my pointer.
To get here, it would be 30 feet, and given you only get 25, you can get to about there. So you can get into this square here.
Yeah, into that square because I don't want to be. I don't want to be like up high. So yeah, like there. That's good. Then I want to throw a random bone at the putrid spirit.
You want to throw a random bone at the putrid spirit.
Yes.
Very.
My hope is to distract it enough that Lox will get either an attack of opportunity or that it will just piss off the spirit and it'll go away. Either way, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but that's Panabon's thinking at this matter.
Okay, so with disadvantage, just roll as if you're making a dagger attack.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, click the disadvantage button. This one?
You throw the bone, and just you're not used to the aerodynamics of random bone throwing, so it does just kind of whisk just over its head.
Okay. Does it make a sound that it may hear?
It does make a sound that it may hear as it clatters into the pottery behind it. But
Great. Okay,
yeah, you know,
that was something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Lox is surrounded. As this thing makes two chopping motions with its scimitar, but both of them are just really clumsy, and the first one chops and like almost buries itself into the ground next to him, and it takes a second to kind of rip it back up and tries to hit you on the upswing, but unsuccessful, as this one is trying to do the same to Perunia. But again, both times she just sidesteps, gets out of the way. Rosalia.
So you said it's most effective if I get in close and cast
Yeah,
darkness.
if you wanted to cast darkness up there, that would be really effective because you have witch's sight, so you can see in the dark. They can't. Magical darkness, and they can't. Like magical darkness blocks everything except witch's sight. And so it's basically you can see them, they can't see you, and just like in any like film where that is happening in an action sequence, that happens. But you would need to get closer first because otherwise they might just like leave the darkness, because you're really effective if they're in the darkness with you, because then you can use your weapons and stuff. If they leave the darkness, then you're limited to your to ranged weapons and stuff, but still works.
So that's on 13 and then 4, or the closer ones?
The ones further away, if you want to go after them, you're pretty sure that the statues don't see with their eyes anyway, so it wouldn't necessarily work on them.
So I'm gonna do witchy things. I'll get closer to the statues in the back.
Right, and the ones in the back aren't statues; they're people, as far as you know. So let's get you moving. So you're gonna move forward. Make an acrobatics roll real quick as you hop down, just to make sure you don't turn an ankle. And
Not very acrobatic, but that's all right.
yeah, but it's not a high jump. So I'm just making sure that you're not rolling a 5 or less. So, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your movement here. In order to, so your options now are you can try to move behind this and get cover. You can cast the darkness now, or you can try to shoot someone with your bow and arrow.
I'll cast darkness.
Okay. Casting darkness. So this is your second of your 2 spells as you cast darkness. All right, so darkness is up, and let me go ahead and place that down. Here it is. Okay. I really need to set up a ready-made token for this thing, but it is a 15-foot radius sphere, so I shall embiggen it. All right, so you cast the darkness. What this does is this means like for them to be able to attack anything that's on your side of the darkness, they have to be on that side of the darkness. So that's a pretty big deal. And then once you get into the darkness, you will be able to attack pretty freely without as much worry. I mean, they could still hit you, but they do get disadvantage on that. All right. No bonus action to speak of. Aegis.
I say, so when I panic, that is when you come. I see your ways, Nipoe. Do more. And then I use my divine, what's it called? Channel Divinity. And I will cast Divine Aegis, and I will give Lox, myself, and Perunia 3 hit points every turn for the next 3 rounds.
for the next 2 rounds.
My
Cleric
level.
Your cleric level.
I'm level 3 cleric, right?
Your level. Oh yeah, no, 3 rounds. You're right. Level 3 cleric. So you pick your target of creatures you can see up to your cleric level, and then for a duration of rounds equal to your wisdom modifier. So it's 3 creatures because your level, and then your wisdom modifier is how much they get. But it's already set up. So
what do you mean by that? I can just click the.
So you target your 3, and then it should your divine Aegis is already set up with the effect there.
Yeah. Be careful, Aegis. Don't make me target everything.
That I'm gonna make yeah.
And click the effect, and then this way like when your turn pops up, it'll say divine Aegis, and that will remind you to hit the ability. So all right, so hit the ability.
I did. I put the effect. Do you see that?
Yep, the effect, then hit the heal.
Okay.
All right, so
work?
you gave 3 to yourself, to Prunia, and to Lox.
And then I will run this away a bit and say, Mr. Lox, disengage. Come towards me.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
And that will be your turn. All right.
Wait, what's happening? My veil.
Your veil doesn't. It's a thing I have set up in there so that when you decide to veil, I can quickly pull that.
Okay.
So this guy, he doesn't like that. He also doesn't want to be in the open. So he's gonna back up. 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And take a shot. Yeah, he's just trying to. He's like now he's shooting blindly towards Rosalia because he can't see her through the darkness. The other one is not stymied by the darkness in the same way. Is going to take a shot at Aegis, who seems to be doing magic. But misses as there's so much cover and Aegis is down low. Shaloon, you now cannot see anything over there because it's dark.
I say my favorite Elvish swear word.
Okay. Rosalia has taught you well.
And yeah, I don't like that. I'm real mad. He'll get his time. Nope, because there's still 3 of them. Okay, settle down, Sarah. Doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead then. I when that happens, I kind of have this indecisiveness of like looking at like what Aegis and Lox are doing and looking at Perunia and looking back up at Uzinda, and I'm like, stick with the plan. And so I'm gonna go up to the next pillar.
Okay, 5, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Do I have any more movement left?
Nope.
I don't think so. Pooey, I'm just freaking too. Ugh. All right, that's fine. I'm lining up to see if like maybe I can cast my brief coal fire or my my cold weapon thing again, but like the weapon part isn't really going to slow him down too much because he isn't fighting with stupid weapon. And finally, I'm like, there's no time to waste. So I'm going to also help Perunia and attack this bro with the chill touch.
Touch.
Okay.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Somebody's hand. Sorry.
It
Nice.
saves. So
Eesh.
Okay. Well, see, look, I was so indecisive that
exactly.
I was like only half committed to this stupid ass spell. I'm
Well,
mad that I can't use Zinda, but I trust Rosalia, so I'm hoping that she handles this.
all right. Well, let's see if you can block that one.
Nice.
No, it does not. So go ahead and throw your damage over it. So 13 damage. This is number
And I'm
23.
gonna action surge, and I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Give it
Okay.
the chair.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
Let's do this.
And with a spin, you do 330 damage to it. No, you do just the right amount. So you actually with the spin, you kind of knock its head off. The head crumbles over to the side, and the body just kind of stands and then totters and then falls to the side as it is no longer in the fight.
Nice.
Nice.
With that, I would like to use my remaining movement to get up 5, 10. I gotta do double there. 20. Don't know if I'm gonna make it to here, but that's where I'm going to still get cover behind this.
You can get there, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get up closer to.
You can't get closer to the
that.
next one, but you can
That's
get
okay.
you can get to So you this guy would have to kind of come around to get you, but
Yeah, I mean, like, not before I get him first.
yes.
I mean, probably not. He has a turn, but you know what I mean.
Okie doke. So scratching at Locks successfully, but happily Locks does have some temporary hit points left to not. This guy, what's he gonna do? Well, he doesn't know better. So he's gonna step out of the darkness and cast a spell. A ray sprays out towards you, Perunia, but you manage to duck out of the way as it hits the oh, that's crazy. As it hits the pillar behind you. And then he steps back into the darkness because he don't know about elves. Locks.
All right. So, so I felt healing twice. Oh wait, first I have to do the con save.
Yes.
Let me do that. 3. Come on. I'm gonna try the dice tower. Let's see what happens here.
The dice tower gives you a 16, which is a save. So,
so maybe I'm.
so
but see, the
not
problem is I
poisoned.
don't know what I rolled after that. Like I can't even see it. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things where like kind of the fun too for like the audience a lot of times is to watch the rolls happen. Because if they're all happening in the tower, then there's not really any way for
the audience is fine with me rolling in the dice tower just because I've rolled really bad all night.
Right. But then there's nothing to say that I'm just making up numbers after that, and that's the other part of it, right? So,
yeah. Okay, so Lox has tried shooting this thing a couple of times. He has hit it twice, not thinking he's doing very much. He's like, God dang. And then he's like, okay, I got to get out of here. There's these two things attacking. He's going to disengage for his action and then move towards Aegis. And he's going to go, like, as he sort of tries to get behind Aegis, he goes, Thanks, friend. And then he's gonna get ready to reload. And
Let's talk more shooting.
yep.
Yes. Don't really have to reload. I don't think you actually fired any real bullets.
Oh, not yet, but I'm getting the bullets ready. That's what I
Okay. All right. Panabon.
Great. So question, if I use my 25 feet of movement to get up to Sandstone Warrior 13, can I stab them with my special dagger?
You can, however, it will not be a sneak attack.
But it will. I still get to stab them with my special
You
dagger.
do get to stab them with your special dagger.
Great.
You can also, just remembering all of your tools, you can bonus action to step behind this pillar, and you can step behind the pillar, hide as your bonus action, and then step out and get a sneak attack from range. Or this is where your split the veil comes in handy. Your split the veil counts as an ally.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was dead because it only had 1 hit point.
Wow.
No. It doesn't have any hit points. It just has 1 hit point for the terms of, like, if someone smacks it, it gets vanished, right? It is an illusion. But it's a real enough of an illusion that it gives you
Okay, I love that. That's better than my plan. So let's.
wait, no, I'm sorry. That's only if you're in dusk mode.
Okay.
If you're in dawn mode,
Which
then
I currently am.
which you currently are, then it is then it counts as a mirror image.
Okay.
Whoa.
But that is good for you. You have less chance to get attacked. So
I like mirror images. Images are great. So
Panabons to love.
if I hide and then split the veil, my veil could stab and I could throw bones, and I kind of like that plan.
That is a thing that can happen. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I love that plan. That's a great plan. Good times.
Okay. So, well, on the turn that you make the veil, you cannot throw a bone.
That's true, but I'll be hiding. So
But you'll be hiding.
Also, yeah. So that's good. Okay, one thing at a time. You just have to have the patience.
All right. So you create your veil, and then you step back here and hide. Make a stealth check.
I'll make a stealth check. Please let me be stealthy. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you are probably hidden. You use your bonus action to hide, so you're good right now. Your veil is out right where you were, so you've split the veil, and it is their turn. Sandstone Warrior sees a new target that is close enough for him to get to and attack.
Dun dun dun.
So he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, that's what I would do, so I understand.
Yeah, I mean, and it's your veil.
Yeah.
He does have to hit you.
Me. I'm still a little sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's like your children, you know?
I know, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it just
happy Panabon Day.
All right, so oops.
Yeah, right.
It should only be attacking you, not the veil. So, because it has your armor class. There it goes. So it misses, and then it rolls again because it gets 2 attacks, and it misses. So it's swinging at the veil. The veil is dancing around it, probably making faces, as veils do.
Accurate.
Rosalia, it is you're up.
I'm gonna use my green flame blade and I'm try to hit the guys in a circle of darkness that I just cast.
3.
So whoever's in that circle, I'm gonna try to hit at least one of them, so then I can train my flame on the rest of them.
Okay, so it still works to do this, but do keep in mind that in order for the fire to leap, they have to be like right next to each other.
Yeah.
That said, You do. I need you to make a quick acrobatics check so that you can hop onto this chair. That'll put you right in the proper range. But if you don't,
You have an inspiration.
you have an inspiration if you want to roll it again. I haven't told you if you've succeeded or failed, but
No, it's fine.
well, you hop up onto the chair and you can make your attack with green flame blades. So go ahead and make the attack first. And so you are choosing what kind of weapon have you switched over to?
I'm gonna use my arrows. Bow and
Okay,
arrow.
So you can't green flame blade with your arrows with bow and arrow because it has to be a melee attack.
Can I create a lance?
You can create a lance.
Okay, I'm gonna create a lance.
That's amazing. You are charging him with a lance in the darkness. Go ahead and.
And it looks really cool. Not that we can see it.
Yes.
Drop the lens base.
It's hilarious because it's just like she's running in and all of a sudden like a lance is just like and stabbing him. All right, so go ahead and make your attack roll against him.
Would that be effect?
No, so that's gonna just be with
damage.
The attack with the weapons, one of your weapons up above. Okay. It's gonna be packed weapon, the first one. All right, and his armor class is that is a hit.
Woohoo!
So now go ahead and let's see. It is going to be the top one, but I gotta fix it because it shouldn't be that many dice. That, and that. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage for your first one. The top one, the 2d4. There you go. Boom. And okay. As you attack, one of the mirror images, it like the one you hit, it fades out completely. Leaving him and two images left.
One down, two to go.
One down, two to go. Aegis.
Lux comes over and I go, where is Panabon? And then I notice the veil pop up and I go, there are two enemies between us. We cannot leave them, sorry. And I'm gonna go forward 5 and take the dodge action.
Okay.
To try to draw the attention of this demon.
Sounds good. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. This guy is looking for you, but doesn't know that you ran into the dark. This guy does step out to fire at Perunia. Bang! As the bullet hits. Some of that is absorbed by whatever magic was on before, but the rest of it does go through and tears a gash in your side. And then he's going to step back behind cover because that's what you do. Shaylung.
Sorry, is that heal working? When from
Yes. So on your turn, you should have hit it again.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to hit it again on your
Thought it was
turn.
gonna be automatic.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do it.
Silly me. Where is it at? Oh, here.
Boom. There you go.
Perunia killed the sandstone warrior, right? Like it's
yes,
not.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's
gonna
dead.
say. I was like, I don't like that thing.
Embrace the hate.
All right, I'm gonna
through you.
I'm gonna step up to the next pillar, and I'm gonna hold action and cast brief coal fire. Actually, so he can't see through the darkness, right?
As far as you know, he can't see through the darkness.
Right. So, and then has he been coming out and attacking? He's only done that once, right?
He has done that once.
He's too smart for that. I was gonna like put the bonfire where he stepped out last time, so he'd like step into the fire, but like I'm just gonna
That is conceptually not a bad idea. Just where you're thinking of placing the fire is maybe the wrong place to place the fire.
I think
you want to control his movements, right? So if you put the fire where he's going to come out, he's not going to come out there because the fire's there. So if you instead put the fire where you don't want him to come out, then that forces him to come out in a direction that of your choosing, which right now may or may not be as helpful, but that's something to kind of consider.
Yeah, I don't think though. I don't want to play with that just yet. What I'd rather do is wait and peek from behind the pillar, and when he comes out, zap him. Because I want to get rid of these duplicates. I hate the duplicates.
And what are you zapping him with?
Brief coal fire.
Okay, got it. Great. Okay, so that is you, Perunia.
Yeah, so this Mostruki who just hit me, I'm going to come around and I'm going to full breathe lightning in his GD face, because that's what I'm going to do right now.
Okay. Let's turn your targeting off of him and turn your targeting onto this guy. It's properly set. Yep, you're set.
So it's not still an attack, right?
It's a saving throw, so it's gonna hit regardless. But it is a saving throw.
All right, so I just do that, or did I hit that twice?
You hit it twice. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
It should do it properly. Okay, so yeah, you hit him with some electricity. It's not as powerful as it could have been. That said, is there anything else you want to do?
I don't know if that takes up a full action or not.
It does.
It does. Then I will. Let me see, how much movement did I use?
Have you used your second wind?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in a display of lightning. So the only thing you could do is move away, which could draw an attack of, well, his currently readied weapon is a ranged weapon. So he can't actually attack of opportunity you.
Well, but he could still though hit me with his ranged weapon up close, so in melee, right? Like, so I should
with disadvantage, or he does have a sword. It's just he doesn't have it like.
He'd have to drop the other one though, right?
Right. He'd have to change the sword. Yes.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay. It takes the bait. However, you did not put your dodge on, so it but it still hits you because it rolled both times for that damage. You only take a little bit because, of course, you've absorbed some of it. And then it's Uzenda's turn now. Uzenda, what does he want to do? He is definitely...
Uzenda wants to give up. They're done being evil.
It's not.
He has a change of heart. He gives us cookies, you know.
that is not what he wants to do. What he wants to do instead
Worth a shot.
is
You murder to us.
pretty much. He is going to step out, which triggers a casting from Shaylun. So go for that. Do that first.
Yeah, step out, bitch.
Yeah, this is also why we have that more mature content.
I know, it's entirely my fault. Oh, entirely my fault. All the language on this channel, 90% of it is me.
And then also,
to be fair, skeletal hand. You know,
Yes.
to be fair, your anger is justified.
Also, Rosalia, because he is stepping out of your threat range, you get to make an attack of opportunity. So go
Ooh.
ahead and make an attack roll as well.
Wow, what we want?
I love that journey for us.
There we go.
So he failed. So go ahead, Shaylun, and do the damage for Rosalia. Hit that attack button again real quick, just to see if you get a 20, because you do hit him, maybe. So that's the damage. Hit the attack button, the first one that you hit before. There we go. So it wasn't a 20. That's fine. All right. So what happens here? An 8. Okay. And the spell that you cast is Brief Coalfire. That's you're selecting an area, not a...
Yeah, it's the basically in the 5-foot square he steps into. I'm like, ping, light that bitch up, and he has
not
to like
affected by mirror image. Yeah. So him and his mirror image are now because fire. And you did roll the damage. Cool. Rosalia's damage does not go through because she does hit one of the other mirrors. So he's down to one mirror image left, and fire is happening. So that he is displeased about that.
That's a flashback to a prelude right there.
Now he's confused and doesn't know what to do and doesn't realize that he has stepped into Perunia's threat range.
Yay!
So he's going to try to step back away, but like I said, he had stepped in your threat range, so you can make that attack of opportunity.
Which I shall do.
Unfortunately, that was a miss.
Do you have inspiration?
I don't know.
We all got one at the beginning of the game, the session.
In the notes, there is a benefits note that you should have access to that will tell you who has what.
Yeah, you had 2.
Ooh.
You have 2.
Then I will roll it again.
Okay. That is a hit.
That's
so
much
now
better.
give us some damage.
Yes.
14. And let's see if that hits. All right, so that takes out all of his mirror images. He is no longer mirror imaged. And
Shay just drops her book and spits in both hands.
She's ready.
But with that, he continues his movement around, and it is Lachlan's turn.
All right. So, looking at Panabon's veil, Lachlan wants to go and shoot Uzenda, but knows he has to help his friend. Looks at the putrid spirit, wants to help Aegis as well. So, I'm gonna go for the putrid spirit because he's more hurt right now, and I think Panabon is a little more dodgy than Aegis is, probably.
In many ways, dodgy, yes.
Thank you for noticing.
I mean, you're in like armor and a giant shield. I mean, your AC is probably higher to not get hit, but Panabon can like zip around. I feel
Panabon's
like.
definitely dodgy.
So what I'm going to take aim at the putrid spirit.
Okay.
And since I have 6 bullets loaded in my gun, I'm gonna shoot my gun. Hopefully. Oh wait, I gotta before I roll that, I gotta hit take aim. See, I'm learning the system a little bit. All right. Oh, I'm so nervous because I've been messing this up.
Well, you didn't mess it up that time.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that.
Yes. So
Purple dice are very stylish. Just to let you know.
So
very
now,
stylish.
but that used 2 of my bullets, Danny.
It should only use 1 bullet.
Yeah, it clicked 2 of them.
Let's see. Well, I mean, just unclick one of them for now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Here's the damage.
Nice.
Boom.
Like you guys hear another shot, and Lox goes, "Maybe I like real bullets better."
Yes, there's a time for real bullets and a time for the other thing, and eventually you'll definitely figure out when is when. All right.
I also just don't want them in my face because I do worse when they're in my face.
Yes.
So.
Panabon.
Okay. Sneak attack, stabbing the sandstone wire.
Yes, because you have advantage because you're coming out of hiding. It did not know you were there. So.
Yes. Okay. So now I do the little man on the sneak attack, right?
Yep. That's what you do first, so that it gives you the sneak attack. There you go. But you have to make the attack roll. So go ahead and
with the rail, not stagger, it's 50 at the bother.
Yep. So you did not hit unless you wanted to use attacks. Are the only times you can decide to use a inspiration because
I have an inspiration. I have 2, so I'll do that again.
Yeah, because the game tells you right away. So there's not really a way around that.
Is there anything I need to do before I roll again?
Nope, you just roll it again. And you should be rolling with advantage, actually. So you're actually already rolling with advantage. So you don't actually spend your advantage to do that because you're coming out to sneak attack. Okay, so that is a miss. By the way, for Perunia's advantage, thanks, Dubs. That was that one.
I heard you.
And as a bonus action, you can have your veil attack.
Yeah, I like that. I love that idea. I love that journey for me.
Okay, so let's see here. Double check something real quick. So your split the veil has an attack that is.
Can I sing at the monster and kill them?
You can sing at the monster. I mean, yes.
I mean, I don't know if it'll kill him.
That's not
well,
right.
I mean, if you've heard
Have you heard Panabon sing? No.
Fair.
Joking, just joking.
I mean, they might be a bard. I don't know.
Panabon is definitely not a bard.
Right. Okay, so why is that not setting up properly? Push the button. Interesting. Let's try that again. Type. Oh, here it is. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, so now under your split the veil, under your masks, there is a attack that you can do.
Nice. Does that get advantage or no?
No, it does not.
Okay.
And
so I just press the attack button?
Yep, you press the attack button that's next to it. That is a hit. Now, the damage it does is... Not your damage. It's not going to do yours. It does. So I'll give it that back in a second. 7 charisma and okay. So it does. So it does the damage that's listed underneath it. So where you hit the attack, hit the damage there.
Okay, I hit the blood drop again.
Mm-hmm. And it attacks and doesn't seem to have done anything. So just so you know, your veils do psychic damage. So that is a discovery. Right. Okie doke.
We're on the journey of discovery together.
Yes. It is going to attack. And now that you're both there, it could potentially hit you. It could potentially hit. Roll a d20. On a 11 and higher, it hits. On a 10 and higher, it hits your veil. And on a 1 through 9, it hits you. So it's hitting you.
I have an inspiration. I have 2. Could I use that other inspiration? Or I guess
on that, yes. I'll say you can use it on that if you want.
Sure, why not?
Okay, it hits the veil. So that obviously removes the veil from the equation right now. All right.
Yes, but it didn't hit me, which is the important thing.
But it did not hit you, and that is important to Rosalia.
Of course, now Lachlan has just seen Hedabung's veil crumble into nothing. So
right. Looks like Rosalia has stepped away. So just real quick, we'll go to Aegis, and then if she's not back before Aegis is done with his turn, then we'll, as a group, decide what she does.
I see a shadow. I'm gonna talk real slow. Okay, for my next trick.
So for your next trick, hit the button.
I am going to cast. Oh, it's at the end of my turn though. That
okay.
Heal. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Here it comes.
So I just hit cast first, right?
Yeah, you just cast it, and it's going to.
Oh, it did some dice rolling.
Because you're targeted on people, right?
I guess so.
And so whoever it missed, it untargets them. So just keep that in mind. That you need to make sure your targeting is right. That's what the combat tracker is for.
I have to untarget every turn.
Generally, you have to untarget. The only times you don't have to untarget is when you are doing a saving throw on something and it misses. So, where are you putting this hammer?
Right next to this putrid spirit in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my nat 20 for this attack. What you all see is a swan feather just float gently in from the sky. And it's like staying at a particular unnatural height. And it's kind of, there's a little bit of a glow off of it, but it's floating. And when it gets close to the demon, it turns into a sword and it takes a swipe and then back into a feather again.
I won.
Drama.
Okay, so natural 20 is the hit. So go ahead, go to your plus and minus symbol in the upper right-hand corner of the thing. That's going to pull out your modifiers. You're going to turn on critical for your damage.
Whoa, say it again. What?
upper right hand side of the screen, where all your stuff is. There's a plus/minus.
Oh, I see.
Yep. You're going to click that. It opens up a thing where you can push the critical button.
Critical.
This is where you get the critical when you need to. And then you're just going to roll the damage because
I'm going to make sure I target it. I'm touching it, so hopefully that worked.
You are targeted on yourself, so you just hit yourself for 18 damage.
I clicked it. I clicked on it.
You have to control click. You have to control click. It's control so that you don't accidentally, click on something randomly. You have to actually be pushing another button to do it. So luckily you did not kill yourself. And I give you those. I give you those hit points back. No, I'm just gonna do 18 to the thing.
Cool.
Mr. Panabon go, what? From where they're standing in the room.
Okay. So that hits it, slicing off a huge portion. That part that it's sliced off starts to kind of bubble and roil. Also, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
I feel like Aegis should get advantage on that because of the things that Aegis eats, but
well, he does save, so that's fine. He's not poisoned. And that the spiritual weapon is a bonus action. So what is your action?
I will take the dodge action.
Okay. Very good. Rosalia, what would you like to do?
Am I still in my circle?
You are.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Eldritch Blast to hit the. Where did he go? The person next to me. The person closest to me.
The person that you're trying to get. That makes sense. Yep. All right. Cool. So go ahead and just hit the advantage button down there, ADV, lower left of your screen. And then once you've done that, go ahead and hit your Eldritch Blast. As you cock back and one of your feathered blades appears in hand, and you throw it at him, hitting. Yes. So go ahead and do the damage. All right. Ooh. So yes, so that hit him pretty square. You hear him cry out in confusion almost as much as pain, actually. And he snarls out some sort of command to this other guy. So he is going to randomly shoot into the darkness, trying to hit you. But that's disadvantage because he can't see you, and also you've got some partial cover. Yeah, no. That bullet he just shooting randomly into the darkness. This fella is definitely going to swap out. So he tosses his rifle to the ground and attempts to attack you with his saber.
Yeah, mano y mano.
Yep. That is a hit. Happily, did you click your thing, Aegis, at the end of your turn?
Sorry.
Make sure you're targeted on the correct people too. Don't give the thing to the
the baddies. Yeah.
Do I have to retarget?
Yes.
This sucks.
You have to tell it what to do. You have to tell it what to do. It doesn't just know who you want to hit. It's like the last person you said to do something to was this guy. So that's what we're doing.
This
until
algorithm
you change
is busted.
It's not an algorithm.
Whatever.
You mean when I write down when I subtract hit points on the paper, I have to actually get the right paper to write the hit points down on?
Well, if it was on paper, we wouldn't need to click things. We would just be like,
you would need to write them with your pencil on the right paper.
Should I have to hit Control?
Oh my god! Or you can just drag the thing on top of the token that you want to do it to.
I've got other arrows pointing out of. I'm just gonna click it to see what happens.
No. Look, the arrows that are pointing are what you have targeted. So you are going to give hit points to Azenda right now.
Wait, but I didn't even touch it.
Targeted. Well, for some reason he's targeted. So look, just
how do I
control click?
I just did, and the arrow didn't go away.
Because like
this is real frustration.
because like
frustration.
Because like the Three Stooges, when you don't know what you're doing, I try to do it, and then you're like aha moment, and then I'm undoing what you're doing. So now Perunia is clicked. Now you want to now Lox is clicked, and now
I don't even remember what it was that I was doing.
You were gonna give me 10 hit points for sure.
Okay. All right. Did that work?
Look in your combat tracker.
Yes, you did. I can
see whose names are listed there.
Okay. We're good.
Don't forget, like whatever you want to do next, you probably want to like target.
Now
I'm gonna untarget everybody now.
Yes, you have a whole round of initiative to untarget those 3 people, and then hover over yourself and make sure arrows aren't pointing in random places. You got that? Control click.
Mhm.
It's kind
of intuitive. I would say that.
It's kind of a basic.
this.
It's kind of a basic Windows operation. Control and Shift, and
There is nothing basic about Fantasy Grounds.
My favorite part of this whole thing was the giggle from Alex, followed by "It's not an algorithm."
That was great.
Now I'll roll the damage on the saber.
Oh my god.
So that 3 keeps you from dying.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you probably wouldn't have died anyway, but that's his turn. Yes. Next up is Shayloon.
All right, so I saw this putz run behind
The darkness.
the darkness. All right, I've had enough. I'm cranky. Mostly because I'm hurt. So I'm going to use one of my abilities to Misty Step as a bonus action up to behind the pillar that's 2 ahead of me here. So
you can move 30 feet. Misty Steps 30 feet.
Oh, 30?
It's only 30. So if you then use your movement, you can take another 30, right?
That's
so
what I would do, yes.
You Misty and then you move the rest of the way.
Okay, so then I would be on this side, which I don't love because I'm close to this thing, but Perunia will protect me.
He dropped his rifle, so you should be good.
Cool. Okay. Do I see this butthead trying to hide halfway in and out of the...
You see him. He's got cover, but you see him.
All right.
Cover and nothing else matters.
I'm using my nat 20. Thank you, Tom and Thomas. Here we go.
All right. So remember that you need to click in the +/- symbol in the upper right-hand corner of the screen and click the critical button to turn on critical damage.
Got it. Without fighting you, like other players.
Yep.
I wasn't fighting him.
Your tone is very pointed
Fighting
right
the system.
And by the way, I only have a 2nd level spell slot yet, so this is happening at 2nd level.
Oh, so drag. So in this case, what you want to do is drag so from the blood drop, you're going to drag to him and right click while you're doing so, and it will add a die as you're dragging.
Okay. All right. So let's see what kind of I'm feeling real cranky, so I'm thinking lightning damage. We're gonna try for that. So I'm gonna start spinning up this ball that's just crackling lightning and like it's gonna be like basketball size, and then it's like one of those like really like mean basketball things where like they like throw it at you and like it's right in your face. Oh,
I can dig it.
I've been hit in the face with a basketball, so
Me too.
I get it.
Hey!
Damn.
Yeah, you cast that at level 2.
Shayla gets very.
I mean, so
I rolled 4 8s on that.
Well, it's a critical, so those are 8s.
Oh,
critical is so the way we do criticals is criticals are critical. Like I don't play this game where you get a critical hit and then you roll all 1s.
That's sad. Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah. So that's my house rule. Tell us the story here. There.
Okay, so Shay sees him start to creep around, dancing out of her fire she created, and she's like, "Oh no!" So she kind of like curls in on herself and like disappears in like a little like spiral, and then kind of reappears in reverse in the pillar between her and where she is now, and then she kind of just darts up ahead. On the outside of Perunia, kind of gives her a tap and goes, "Good job," and then goes ahead and starts like conjuring up this basketball-sized, like glowing blue surrounded with lightning and swirling, and the basketball shaped thing itself is like swirling with like clouds and like and lightning is streaking through it, and then she just like shoots it toward him, and as it connects, it just like electrocutes him in this, like, you can't even look at it, it's so bright. And she's hesitant to like look away because like fighting, right? But she has to because it's so bright, and she looks up and he is just smoking on the ground.
This is true.
And I just realized now Shay has to deal with the fact that she just murdered someone.
She did. She killed the shit out of him.
Welcome to the murder club.
Toasty.
Like, if he were still at full hit points, which he almost was, he wasn't, but he almost was. If he was at full hit points, you still would have murdered the shit out of him. All right, so with that murder having happened, Perunia.
First off, Perunia is so impressed. Remember, she's a lightning dragonborn. So like that's like, I didn't look away. I'm so impressed that that amount of lightning came out of Shaylun that I look with her and a new form of just respect occurs, and I'm just like, wow. And so with that, I feel inspired, and so I'm gonna continue to hit the guy in front of me. But I'm like really impressed. Lightning is a sure way to impress me, FYI.
New thing I learned.
I'll buy you that bouquet. Bouquet of lightning.
Yes, right.
So now do you want to use your inspirations?
Yes, because I'm very inspired right now.
Okie dokie. So you hit the guy.
So inspired.
Yes.
And
so
then let's see if I
inspired. For 14. All right.
Really feeling Nepo in this Chili's tonight.
All right. So that is that. This thing, it just melts in a puddle in front of you of just putrid slime, and then that actually evaporates rather quickly, being that it was made of magic.
Damn it! It's gone.
Your thing must have just really worked really great.
Yeah, it was just a delayed effect.
I am more upset about missing the sample.
All right. So seeing that, is the stone thing still standing?
It's still standing.
All right. So I am going to take aim and shoot it.
Okay.
So let me control click it, and sorry. Then take aim. Boom. Then, I was setting up my bullets, and I'll just use a real one.
That's a hit.
Boom.
And then we will do some damage.
Oops.
Thank you.
All right. So that hits. And Panabon
Yeah, I'm gonna stab.
with advantage.
Ooh, I love that. I love that journey for me.
I think it's automatically advantage, so you should just be able to roll it.
I like this thing you're saying all the time.
So that's a hit. Now you're going to hit that sneak attack because you got advantage on the roll,
I want to say it.
and do it.
I don't think we'd say it as well as Panabon says it in character, but like, yes.
You like reach out and tentatively like stick it because it doesn't seem to be noticing you anymore after it got shot, and then it just kind of like does this.
What does it do?
It powered down.
Wait, so I can make them. I can.
You
put
can turn them
to sleep,
off.
too?
I can turn them
I
off.
can stab them and put them to sleep. This thing is amazing.
Rosalia, you can see that the guy that you had hit before has been blasted by lightning and is mostly crispy char. There's still the other guy with the gun, and the one Perunia is fighting as well.
Is that 13?
13 has the gun, and the one Perunia is fighting is number 4.
So I'm gonna go after the one with the gun.
Okay, and he's actually there. So you can actually get up to him without leaving the circle and be in range to just hit him with whatever you want.
I'm gonna lance him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with advantage, make that attack roll. So roll again because you get advantage. And let me make sure you're targeted on the right person.
That's better.
Yep,
Thank you
that's
for
a hit.
damage.
And go ahead and roll the damage.
Did I roll?
Actually, one second before you do that.
I don't think I moved it in the right place.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go. So you hit him. He is going to probably try to back away because he doesn't like that. Aegis.
I do not know that this stone soldier has stopped, so I am going to run, slide into it, and brace my shield. And the feather floats softly, gently behind me, and it lands on his shoulder and swipes at him as a sword, and then back into a feather and back into the air.
Okay.
I will push Control, click.
Okay.
On the thing, if it will let me.
Yep.
Then I will make the
I've
attack.
turned it off. I've turned it off. I think hit it anyways.
Is that an advantage?
Yes, because it is not defending itself.
Oh, right. And then the damage.
Yep. Boom.
Cool.
You hit it. It gets shellacked pretty hard. Okay. This guy is
Press
going
the
to.
button for temporary hit points.
This guy's going to move away, which gives Rosilia the ability to attack with advantage again as a
Nipoe,
attack
your
of
voice
opportunity.
Is so deep.
No one in chat knows what you're talking about.
I know, but that's fine.
If I join the Nipoe fan club, can I get one of those?
Maybe. Yeah. So yeah, Rosilia, with your lance, go ahead and make that that attack advantage. And do it again. Just hit that same button again, just in case you get a 20, because that's possible.
Oh,
nice.
Yes.
When does that ever actually really happen?
Wow.
I use magic. Hello, magic.
Give us the damage roll on that.
Woo, that's a lot of dice.
So and how does this happen as you're in the darkness?
Oh, he's just sitting there being a sandstone creature.
Well, that's the other. That's the other one.
Shit.
This is a guy that's actually trying to run away because you just stabbed him from the darkness.
Okay, so he's running and he's trying to do like this little zigzag because he knows I have a lance. And I stand and I pull my lance all the way back and I'm just watching him, tracking him. And then I link up with where he's gonna move next and I shoot the lance with like a flame, like a glowing green flame. It just goes right through him.
Nice.
Yes, it does. And then it sticks into the ground like right here, and he's like just there, hung up on the lance, which will stay there until you call a new weapon into hand, or a minute passes, and then he'll fall to the ground. All right, this other guy. He is going to run. So go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you wish, Perunia.
Yes, I am obviously going to wish to do that.
Because he may be trying to escape, or he may be trying to reposition. You don't know.
I mean, I don't care if he is trying to escape. Let's be honest here.
So that is definitely a hit, and yeah, go ahead and tell us about that.
Yeah, so he turns to maybe reposition, maybe run away. Prunia doesn't care, and she's just gonna and just slash him down the back just diagonally.
All right. So yeah, you cut him down, and he falls. Very, very much dying. And with that, it is 9:30, but we're going to take a quick couple minutes, just a quick 5-minute break here to reset at the end of this fight. I'm going to go ahead and push out some experience points and everything, and we
level up, right?
see what happens next. I don't think so, but that is a possibility.
I just hope somebody's got some healing for me.
Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, that all of that just happened. The darkness, the globe of darkness fades as the need for it has ended as well. The remaining Sandstone soldier, after smashing it with the hammer, it becomes obvious that it's not responding anymore to any sort of stimulus or input, and so I don't know if Aegis or anybody just wants to smash it to pieces or leave it there or what have you.
I actually call out Shayloon. Shayloon, are you okay? Everything.
And yes, so Shayloon is on the far side. Perunia is close by. The smoldering remains of Uzenda are there, and the two dead men. One of them gruesomely still standing as a sort of purplish lance has pinned him.
Yeah, so Shay had the realization that she just killed someone, and then the lance that impaled someone is within her line of sight.
It was just right on the other side of
Yeah.
dead Uzenda, yeah.
And then Perunia just killed this person. And then, but like with the threat kind of fading, like the adrenaline is still in her, but like it's kind of started to turn into shock, especially with the bullet that she took. So she's kind of catatonic right now. She's not responsive.
Well, Perunia, though, is going to still run up to Shay, grab her, spin her around, and be like, "Yay! You did it, Shay! You did it!"
She does come out of it long enough to scream from the pain that's in her shoulder.
Oh, Aegis, we need help over here.
I'm looking at this statue. The eyes, are they like gems?
Yes.
Can we take them, or is it going to take a little bit of chipping?
Would you like to try to take them?
Yes.
You could always ask the rogue that has thieving
The tools to do so.
While you go and heal people, you can like make use of.
Don't know any of that as a doctor.
Okay.
Do you say that?
I've seen thieves do stuff before. So I go, I see, I guess, does Aegis start trying to
Well,
get
I'm looking like in its eyes. You know how Shayloon went blank and I was like above her with the magnifying glass? Similar, but in the face of this sand soldier.
I like sort of backhand tap Panabon and go, "Hey, you see those shiny things up there?" And then I walk away to go find Shayloon.
Yes, I was distracted. Okay. As long as somebody makes sure Shayloon's okay, I will. I just got really distracted by trying to stab the thing. My dagger's good against stone. Good to know. And then I'm gonna proceed to steal the shiny jewels and throw around the bones and be like, "Don't come back to life," as I'm tossing random bones places just to get them away from each other.
I make a shield bridge for you to climb up higher.
Sweet, thank you. Oh, it's teamwork.
All right, so I imagine as I'm coming around, like, you know, Shayloon is probably staring blankly at what's gone on. Lox probably has seen people die in front of him, has fought a fair number of fights, kind of figures what it is, and decides to say, as he's passing, just what let me see. Actually, I don't think he would want to say anything. He'd want to talk to her later. So he sort of walks over to where the body is and wants to look for any tracks, looking for some sign of Zivid, who was not here and is probably murdered already. But
you do not. Yeah, so you do not see Zivid. There doesn't appear to be a lot of tracks of. Again, when you came down here before, a lot of you noticed that there wasn't a lot of dust down here, but not because footsteps. It seems like for some reason just dust hadn't fallen into this area.
So I think seeing that, we killed both of the two guys with the guns. We killed Uzenda. He's just gonna sit down on the ground and wonder what to do because he's lost.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to Rosalia since it's apparent that she doesn't want to celebrate, because Prunia does want to celebrate, and Rosalia is not one for big action. So I go up to her and I just kind of shoulder, and give her the nod, like, you got it.
I just look at you and I go, "Do you use your tail too when you fight?"
No tail.
It's not. It's a cape, okay? It's a cape. It's. Oh.
There's.
I lost volume. I can't hear you.
So that would, there's no tail. She doesn't have a tail.
I can't hear anyone actually. Oh, well.
You probably.
Yeah, you went out of volume for a second. I couldn't hear what you said.
It's a cape, not a tail.
Oh, I thought that was. I thought you were a giant dragon.
I am. I just don't have a tail.
Okay, this kind of ruins how I imagined you fighting Perunia, but that's okay. I was like thinking a giant tail swing slap or something. I don't know, but obviously it's not a thing. So
that would be cool. I mean, if I was a full dragon, then I would, yeah. In my dream.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. I'm not gonna hug you, but good job.
No, I would never expect that. I mean, like Prunia wants to hug, but she knows Rosalia, so that's not her style.
And so after I get the gems out of the statue's head, I'm going to give them to Aegis for a job well done. Because I feel like that was your kill, quote unquote, /win.
Okay, so you grab those, and do you go to the other one because there's the head of the other one, and get those?
Is the other one? Sorry, I clicked out of the map. So is the other one is like? Would I see the charred remains of Uzenda and the lanced person first?
Yeah, it was the first one that I was.
If you go around the fountain on the side that you were on, then yes, you would see Uzenda first. If you go towards the side that Shaylun had gone through on, and then go up to her that way, you would pass the statue first.
I'll go the way that Shaylun went because I just want to make sure Shaylun is fine.
Okay, so then in that case, do you stop when you get to the other head?
Only if Aegis wants both set of the gems. Sure.
That doesn't. That's your choice. I take the first set of gems from you, and I go, they are not for me. They are for Shaylun. And I put them in my bag, and I walk in her direction. The other head's up to you.
Okay. That's very sweet. But yeah, I'm already carrying dead man's claw. So I would rather scavenge live bodies that might either have a map of the area or some kind of marking or something on them, assuming any of them have pockets that have things in them.
That aren't on fire.
That aren't on fire or lightning bolted. So that's more the priority than necessarily getting. I'll come back to the other soldier to get the gems, but first is to loot any bodies that are currently not ashes and dust.
So you're not looting Uzenda, but you're looting the other two.
If Uzenda has pockets, I will loot Uzenda, but I have no idea how living Uzenda is. I know they're dead, but I don't know how like ashy the lightning ball makes them. Like, I don't have a frame of reference.
Okay. You find between them all, there's not a lot of so-called treasure. That said, they do have some coins. And then afterwards, you're going to get the 2 stones. So I'll add those as well, just because. 17, 25 is 22, and copper pieces. Because everybody's excited about copper.
You know it.
All right. In addition to that, there are 2 of these that you also get from the statue. And where'd it go?
Where are you putting this information, if I can ask?
So if you go to the upper right, there's the letter I with 3 heads. That is the party sheet.
Oh.
And there's an inventory page on that party sheet.
I see.
Oh. So many things.
So what I'm looking for, because stuff is great, I love stuff, and that's something that can be dealt with later. I'm more concerned with a map or parchment that looks like it has spells or anything that is less tangible, problematic, or otherwise. Does that make any sense to you when I say that?
Yes, look in the party sheet.
Oh, a tattered book. Okay, that wasn't there.
Yes, Uzenda has that. I had to add something really quick to the description because of what happened. So,
does this tattered book look like one of the 3 I stole the first time?
No, not at all. And you actually find it's like tucked up under his vest.
Oh, I like that. I guess since I'm the one doing it, I will take the turquoise and the book, and I will hop over to Shayloon and say, here, I don't know if this is useful, but this is a book. I know you like books. Looks good.
She doesn't even look at it. Minya is actually like hopping on her leg, like Shay is sat down like Indian style, and Minya is just kind of like bouncing on her knee, like trying to get her attention, and she's just not reacting.
Suddenly into your vision is my robe, and I get down on my knees. And I put my bag next to us, and I know what shock looks like. So I begin bandaging your shoulder. I know that what happened just now may be new to you, but this is the line of work that we are in now. And I just bandage. Are you going to be able to walk? Are you sure? I can carry you if you like. Very well. And then I will cast Cure Wounds with my 1 of 2 remaining spell slots. So you get a bandage and you get a Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
Well,
from me, not from Shay.
So let me target you.
Control click.
It's gonna take at least 20 minutes.
Don't target the charred corpse of Uzenda. I'm just saying.
Where am I?
Probably way down there still.
Boop. Do I need to target myself to target her?
No.
From me to her? No. Okay.
You might, if you click on yourself and then control click her, that might. I don't know how it is on the player. I've never played in Fantasy Grounds. I only DM, so I know Like,
So you might not. It could be like way more complicated for us, and you might not know.
I imagine that it's not. I'm just saying that, like, so I didn't know that Aegis could target things for you, right? Like, I don't know that. I just assumed that only I could do that as the DM, like set targets for other people. But I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you did it. So, I mean, it's a cool thing, I guess.
Does that max your life? Because otherwise, I'll save a spell slot if so. Oh yeah, you're good.
So something to keep in mind, whether it matters or not. I mean, she will be good in terms of the mechanics. Story-wise, I mean, she's still got a wound that's bandaged, right? And in the next rest or whatever. Damage that is hefty and is not magically healed. Magically healing stuff removes
leave a scar.
any scarring and stuff. So it's up to you.
We'll do that.
But that's just a story thing. I don't like mandate people start writing down scars and stuff, so
That's a good point though. I'll do a cure wounds. That way it won't be
But
painful.
if you have a scar that you want to make look pretty, Pandabon can always jewel up your scar, like give it a little bit of zazz.
I just imagine Shay like just sitting totally still and zoning out while like Panabon like is putting sparkles on her and stuff, and like Shay like keeps looking at her like, does that help?
Her hair.
I don't know how else to sculpt this. This is the best I got.
All right. So so what you do is from the party sheet, you have your character sheet open. You can drag things by the shield into your character sheet, and that's how you take the things. So if, for example, if Shaylun does not accept the book for now, then Panabon can take the book and just drag it from the shield, grab the shield and drag it into their inventory to hold on to it for a while. Same thing with the turquoise. And then you can use this to actually trade items back and forth amongst yourselves without asking me to do it. Or I can just move stuff directly.
The turquoise is the eyeballs, right?
Yes, the turquoise is the eyes. So the turquoise are the eyes.
So one of those is with me.
Two of them. You already have two of them in your inventory.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So if I do for instance, when I gave Shaylun the ball bearings earlier, I could have just taken 50 out of my equipment and taken it to the order and drag and drop.
When you're doing something there's like a lot of them, you'll need me to assist with. But the things like the ball bearings, if you're just giving one or two to somebody, I mean, somewhere in the party is 1,000 ball bearings. I'm not tracking them.
Yeah.
So
okay.
All right. So as everybody gets up, preparing to perhaps exit from this area, Panabon, do you still have it as the arm with the hand and the glove on the hand? Or have you at any point removed the glove from the hand?
Until I know any better, because I've seen what magic can do, it's like until we're leaving the cave and I'm going to be around people that don't know the shared history, it will stay on the arm. Yes, until a time in which it's prudent for it to not be.
Skeletal arm and hand.
You cannot just walk around in public with a skeleton in your hand, Panabon.
Have you met Panabon?
But I have also met me.
You want to put it on? You want to put it on, Aegis?
I turn at an angle to show you a giant bag on my back, and I go, I can hold it for now.
As as you guys are discussing that, and Lachlan is kind of moving forward to worried about Zivid and kind of taking point. You go up the stairs. You notice the smashed remains of the other statue that you guys had run from. Apparently, Uzenda and crew finished it off for you. And as you head out into the main room, the cage is on its side where everyone had lifted it up together and knocked it over. And you see at the far end of the cage a small form. Looks like a gnome. There is a trail of, in the dark, there's a little bit of light coming up, but in the dark you can see there's a line of a puddle of just dark liquid kind of running out, and then it is pooled up onto the side, and unmoving. It's quiet, but you're pretty sure that's Zivid. And on that note, we have reached the end of our session. I hope everybody enjoyed the battle. I hope folks enjoyed just absolutely destroying Uzenda with electricity.
And the dark ending.
The darkish ending, and we'll see what happens next week when we come back. Same time, same channel, just like Clockwork, and
I like that.
we'll see everybody then. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for the cast. Thank you so much for Tom,
Thanks,
now known as the voice of Nipoe, aka, and yeah, love you everybody. We'll see you next week. Oh, and vote for